the first aircraft that has landed today on the airstrip of Navi Mumbai International Airport. The C-295 Indian Air Force aircraft landed today on the southern runway, ladies and gentlemen. And shortly, a couple of minutes from now, our dignitaries shall proceed to take a closer look of the Indian Air Force aircraft C-295. I request everyone to please make a way for our distinguished dignitaries. हमारे सभी आए हुए मान्यवरों से विनती करना चाहूंगी कि वे कृपया करके एयर स्ट्रिप पर जाएं, जहां C-295 इंडियन एयरफोर्स एयरक्राफ्ट की लैंडिंग हुई है. May I request you all to please calm down. Everybody please make a way. सभी से विनती करना चाहूंगी कि आप कृपया करके हमारे सभी आए हुए मान्यवरों के लिए The dignitaries shall now proceed to take a closer look of the C-295 Indian Air Force aircraft that has just landed on the southern runway at the Navi Mumbai International Airport. और बाहर आए हुए सभी मान्यवरों का तहे दिल से स्वागत है. The dignitaries shall now proceed to take a closer look of the C-295 Indian Air Force aircraft that has just landed on the southern runway at the Navi Mumbai International Airport.
चार साल की
Calculus is hard because it is different. It introduces completely new concepts, such as the limit, the derivative, and the integral. These are novel concepts that appear completely unintuitive and hard to grasp. When students don't understand the concepts, their applications are next to impossible. So, to understand calculus, we first must reinforce the concepts that are fundamental to its foundation. I believe the key to understanding calculus lies in teaching these concepts. The algebra and complicated math that trip students up can be learned in time, but a student who never grasps the fundamental ideas of calculus can never succeed. So, let's take a step back from everything we know about math and try to learn calculus in a whole new way. So infinity is really cool because it allows us to talk about things that are either really big or really small. Infinity has this reputation of being known as the biggest number. Have you guys heard of that before?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not.
It's not. Yes, you're correct. If I asked you guys to count the numbers between 1 and 2, 1.1 is slightly bigger than 1, right? And it definitely is between 1 and 2. We all agree?
Yes.
So right now, we have one number between 1 and 2. 1.11 is also between 1 and 2, right? It's a little bit bigger than 1.1, right?
Yes.
So now we have two numbers that are definitely between 1 and 2. 1.111. This is also between 1 and 2. So if we keep adding ones, that's what this dot, 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 dot means over there. That means we can just keep adding 1 on to the end of this number forever. And every single time we add 1 on, the number gets a little bit bigger, right? So it's a unique number. It's a different number that's between 1 and 2 every single time we do this. And if we keep counting these numbers, as in how many numbers are between 1 and 2, we'll never end. That is infinity. Infinity is a concept. And this is crucial to understanding not just infinity, but also for calculus. So now with that, let's talk about 1 over infinity. If I have 1 over 2, we have this one pizza, we cut it in half, and this red right here is the amount of my one slice. We all agree?
Yes.
So now let's go to 1 over 3. We have this one pizza, and we divide it into 3 equal slices. This red slice is the amount of one slice. And now if we divide it into 4, what do we notice? Gets even smaller, right? So when we have 1 over 5, it's a little bit smaller. Okay? 1 over 6. 1 over 15. Let's look at 1 over 80.
Whoa!
What would happen if we go to 1 over infinity? The question is it equal to 0? So remember that infinity is not a number. So 1 over infinity doesn't represent anything. Remember, we had to have a number on the bottom of this thing, right? We have to divide it into a certain number of slices. And if we divide it by infinity, to me, that means nothing. But what does that mean about our pizza slice? Well, we said it's not equal to 0. But what we can say is that 1 over infinity goes to 0. When we increase that number on the bottom, our slice gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And if we keep doing that forever, and we keep adding 1 to that bottom number, our slice is getting closer and closer and closer to being nothing, but it's never equal to nothing. What this is called, and this is important, this is infinite.